Alright, you guys, welcome back to the channel. Here for some more Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Today we have some very interesting information in regards to potential future DLC. As we all know, Season Pass 1 is going to be revolving around Dragon Ball Superhero and Daima. So if this happens to be true, it won't happen for a very long time. I just want to reiterate that these are leaks and they're not 100% confirmed to be in the game. So take this video with the smallest grain of salt. But massive shoutouts to Mondo for data mining Sparking Zero. It's only day 3 out here and we already have, data files of Sparking Zero. But as we all know from our history of covering Xenoverse and Xenoverse 2, everything that's found within the actual data files of the game itself does not necessarily mean it's going to be in the official game. Let's just go back and take a look at Xenoverse 1, for example. There's been some animated story cutscenes that were found in the data files that we never got to see in the official game itself. The only reason why I'm covering this for today's video is because I find this very interesting, and plus there's always a good chance since these were data mined. So without further ado, make sure to drop a like, turn on post notifications, and let's hop straight into it. Again, big thanks to Mondo. Let's see what they have to say. While Spike Chunsoft scrubbed any references to Sparking Zero's upcoming Superhero and Daima DLC, there are leftovers for content cut from the base game. Below are the Eternal character IDs, with some of the gaps filled in using another Eternal list of names that are otherwise follows the ID order. So here we have the list we will break down soon. We have a couple tweets to go over here. Some alternate forms such as Great Saiyaman 2, Kibito Kai, which is the fusion of Supreme Kai and Kibito, Super 17, and even the other Shadow Dragons are also listed underneath the base characters such as Videl, Supreme Kai, Android 17, and Shenron. So for example, Great Saiyaman 2 is underneath Videl because of the transformation, Kibito Kai, the fusion, underneath the original Supreme Kai character, Super 17 underneath Android 17, so on and so forth. Basically, every missing veteran from BT3 was planned and probably still coming as DLC eventually. So two keywords here, probably and eventually. If this happens to be the case, we have no idea when this specific DLC character pack will be dropping. There's also strong evidence that Uzaru Goku and Super Saiyan Caulifla were scrapped as transformations, as well as base forms for Garlic Jr., Frost, Ribrianne, Kanza, and Rosie. The versions of the characters currently in the game are being eternally treated as first transformations rather than base. So the transformed characters, again, such as Garlic Jr., Frost, and Ribrianne, they're being treated as first transformations instead of base form characters, within the coding of Sparking Zero, compared to the other base characters in the game, which is very interesting. Just some extra details there. Now we have the actual character list with their respective IDs. So I think all the characters that aren't in the game currently are highlighted red. So just going down the list over here, the left side, we have character ID 200 Supreme Kai. Now this one actually makes sense to me because Supreme Kai, his character model, is in the versus battle menu shop, right? He's right there behind Goku. When you switch over to the next menu, we get that Kai instant transmission scene. Very cool. So I can definitely see Supreme Kai being a playable character sometime in the future, right? Of course, after the Season Pass 1 DLC, which again would be Superhero and Daima. Pycon, character ID 220. Now, I don't know why Pycon was not included right off the bat, considering we got Janemba and Super Gogeta from Z. I mean, Pycon's a cool character, one of the main characters as well. He was also in the DBZ anime for some of the filler episodes, Pycon Otherworld Tournament going up against Super Kaioken Goku. This one for sure was a strange character to leave out, in my personal opinion. We got Pan Oob from GT. Here we have more of the OG Dragon Ball cast characters, Grandpa Gohan, Nam, Android 8, and Chi-Chi. We also have 2 more, but it seems like they're being redacted. It just shows the question marks. A lot of this stuff is going to be making sense because these characters were in the previous title, Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Currently in Sparking Zero, the only OG Dragon Ball character we have is Teen Goku. However, there are some original outfits for other cast characters like Master Roshi, Yamcha with his, Wasteland Green Turtle Gi, Krillin, and Tien. So I could definitely see an OG character pack later down the line. More of the original cast characters right here. King Vegeta. This time around, however, more of the DBS Broly retcon variation. just take a look at King Cold's, Bardock. We have their DBS Broly costumes, right? I believe for Bardock, we also have the original Z outfit. We can just switch over to that. But for King Vegeta over here, it would be great to get both his Z and Super variations. But as for his default outfit, most likely going to be the Super edition. Fasha, you know, part of the Elite Saiyan squad, the Bardock squad. I think it would be cool to get Bardock's best friend as a playable character, Tora. You know, these three are like the main, in my personal opinion, Tora, Fasha, and Bardock. Obviously, Bardock being the main one. But Fasha is usually like the second support type of character. Take a look at DBZ Kakarot. Fasha and Tora will both assist characters. So, you know, and just to switch things up as well, for Sparking Zero, add an additional member of Bardock's squad. A pool. Now, we do have 2 Frieza soldiers currently. I don't necessarily know their names, but I'll have them up on screen. You know, just the basic henchmen. A pool could be another one of those, or a skin. Right here, it's showing a separate character ID being 530, so that's interesting. Yeah, right here, Frieza Force Soldier. That's what I was just referring to. So, ooh, the different Frieza henchman character, it seems. Salza, of course, being one of Cooler's henchmen. Salza was also in the Rage and Blast series, as well as that Gecko Lizard character. So getting him would be cool. Just getting all the characters from the previous Tenkaichi and Rage and Blast titles will be top tier. Zangia, part of the Pirate Squad, you know, Bojack's squad. Going off topic real quick, apparently the orange gi outfit from the Bojack movie for Team Gohan has been data mined. It says right here, Gohan's outfit from the Bojack Unbound movie has been found in the game files, and it's the basis for this mod in this pick. There's a chance we could see this variant officially released in the future. Again, nothing is 100% confirmed, but this is pretty dang epic, right? Dude, we need that ultimate key clash for sure. Bojack's ultimate finisher animation is just top tier. It's literally what Gohan did in the movie against Bojack himself. So moving forward, we have character ID 690, again being redacted. But this is most likely Super 17 just because of the placement of the character. It's between Baby Vegeta and Shenron, right? So that kind of makes sense to me. Mercenary Tao, General Blue, Spike the Devilman, Peel Off Machine, Toblerone. So more of the original Dragon Ball characters. Go ahead and throw them in with the other OG character DLC pack. Over here, top right, we have Yamu. Now, Yamu's already in the game, but for Spopovich's ultimate attack, a separate playable character could be interesting. Demon King Piccolo, don't know why he wasn't included in the base roster as well. I think Goku and Demon King Piccolo should have been like the main two, but it was just Goku, which is totally fine. It is what it is. Jocko, that one makes sense. Zeno, now this one is a bit iffy. I don't think Zeno is going to be a playable character. Maybe he's just listed here because they're going to be integrated into the game in some different type of way. I know we already have Zeno in the menu, one of the menus, right? I believe the missions and challenges shop. But that's it, just a character model. Grand Minister, is that supposed to be the Grand Priest? Isn't he in the game already as well? For the custom battles, can't you like use his name or character model for some of the different cutscenes? Interesting. Mai. Is this the Mai character from the Future Trunks arc? I think so, the one with the weapon. I mean, I can see her being playable as well just because we have characters like Hercule, Master Roshi. Well, Master Roshi, he actually knows key control. But Mai could use her weapons for sure. Togoma, I believe the Frieza assistant or henchman from Dragon Ball Super. Zeno's assistant, the bodyguard. They'll be top tier for sure. I feel like if they ever end up being in the game, they'll be absolutely broken. We just see them in the background of the anime, right? They're not necessarily doing much. However, if they need to, they can definitely provide the power. I can just sense it. Champa, Vados, these characters make a lot of sense. Now we have a bunch of empty character slots. Again, I think they're just being redacted, but tons of question marks right here. Character ID 1000 all the way to 1180. Then we see Bergamo, Lavender, and Bazel. Once again, Lavendale and Beza are part of Bergamo's ultimate, so getting them as playable characters would be pretty dang epic. But as for all the question marks over here, yeah, I think these are just going to be more characters from the Tournament of Power, just because they're in between other characters such as Ribrianne, Kanza, Rosie, Bergamo, underneath Champa and Vado. So Dragon Ball Super mixed with the Tournament of Power characters, perhaps. More down here, dang, the list just keeps going on. And then the final character is Anilaza. Something interesting I just noticed, we have an asterisk right here, somewhere in this range, not necessarily this ID. So characters with the asterisk, let's see. Oh, right here, Lavendale and Bazel. So these aren't their 100% confirmed character IDs, right? It's just somewhere in that specific range. So Bazel could be character ID 1240, not necessarily 1210. And we have, a lot more. All these characters up here as well. Togoma, Zeno's assistant, Champa, Vados, Nam, Grandpa Gohan, Enter 8, Chi-Chi. Yeah, not too bad. About 8. Only 10 characters with asterisks. All the other highlighted characters in red are their correct placements. So, yeah, let me know down below in the comments what you guys think about all this. Of course, if we do see any of these characters, it would be after the Season Pass 1 DLC that we're currently getting. This is it for today's video. Let me know all your thoughts down below in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!